Tweet tweet chirp, and welcome to the video tutorial for our Australian edition of a game called Birds. Birds is a game of strategy, sabotage and luck. The goal is simple: collect points and be the first to reach the end of the game board. The game board, the spinning wedgie, counters, 100 playing cards, reminder cards and the rulebook. Each player is dealt 7 cards. This forms their flock. Each card has 2 values. The white circle shows the fight value and the black circle shows the twitch. Fight represents the fighting ability of that bird and twitch represents the bird watching value. 10 is high and 1 is low. Each player will choose 2 cards to put down with the goal of having the highest combined twitch or the highest combined fight of all players on the table. For example, player 1 has the highest combined fight on the table with 15 and player 2 has the highest combined twitch with 13. It's then time to spin the wedgie. The wedgie will decide in a 50-50 spin whether the highest twitch or the highest fight wins this hand. Wedgie lands on twitch. So player 2 with the highest twitch of 13 moves their counter along the board, 13 sights. The player with the highest fight misses out this time. Let's take a look at an example game, and I'll introduce elements as they naturally occur during the game. On the table, we have Tom, Harry and Jess. They spin the wedgie to see who will be the first dealer. The dealer is referred to as the person in the nest. It's Jess in the nest. She deals 7 cards to each player. Before we begin, check what the top card of the deck says. This card is important as the back of each card is different and will dictate whether you place your cards face down or face up. In this instance, we can see the top card is down fight. This means everyone must place their first cards face down and announce the fight value. Harry, who is left of the nest, goes first.
7 fight.
Then Tom.
9 fight.
And finally Jess in the nest.
6 fight.
Each of the 3 players has now played 1 card each. This means it's time for the first roost card. The roost is a mystery kitty, provides players with a second chance at the end of each hand. The nest player controls the roost by picking up the top card of the pack, announcing either value to the group,
5 twitch,
and placing it face down onto the nest card so it doesn't get confused with their own cards. You'll see the top card has now changed to up fight for the second round of cards. So everyone places their second card face up and announces the fight value. Harry, who is left of the nest, first.
2 fight.
Paralotte. Now Tom.
14 fight.
He's played a double grey gozzy. You can use multiples of exactly the same bird as 1 card, including power birds. Now Jess with her second card.
4 fight.
Jess now plays the second roost card off the top of the pack again, placing it face down on the first roost card.
7 fight.
All cards have now been played. Jess will check if anyone wants the 2 roost cards. The player left of nest has the first option to throw out their 2 cards and take the 2 roost cards. Jess in the nest has the last option, and she's taken them. It's now time to reveal cards and calculate who has the highest twitch and who has the highest fight on the table. Jess has turned over a power bird. These are clearly marked and change the nature of the hand. The description of their powers is written on the card, so work them out as you go. Here, the emu is the extinction guard and wipes out all endangered birds played. Tom played the double endangered, so he now tosses them into the burn pile. Let's take a look at a recap of the hand. Jess decided to throw her cards out and take the 2 roost cards. They then turned over their down cards. Jess turned over the extinction card and wiped out the double grey goshawk. This resulted in Harry now winning the twitch with 15 and Jess was winning the fight with a score of 15 as well. It's time to spin the wedgie. Harry on the twitch and Jess on the fight. Wedgie lands fight. It's a fight win. You'll see it says no feathers next to fight. I'll introduce this way of scoring in a minute. But for now, Jess wins with her fight score of 15 and moves herself along the game board 15 sights. It's a perfect start, she's hit the tailwind. That's the end of the first hand, so players toss those used birds into the burn pile. The nest moves clockwise after each hand, so Jess passes it over to Harry. He will not deal any cards, as you only replenish your flocks back up to 7 cards after 2 hands. Let's check the top card. It says up twitch. So we're up on the twitch. Tom is left of nest and begins.
6 twitch.
Now Jess.
5 twitch.
Pluck a duck. Pluck a duck allows her to pluck a card from someone's flock. She's gone after Harry and snapped a bullock Great pluck. This bulbuk is now an extra bird for Jess. Because Jess played a power bird in an up round, its powers were activated immediately. If power birds are played in down rounds, they are hidden and do not get activated until the end of the hand. Harry, who is in the nest now, he's played the swamp, has he?
7 twitch.
Harry now announces the first roost card.
3 fight.
It's a brown quail. Top card has changed and we are now down on the twitch for second cards. Tom,
8 twitch.
it's the hobby. Some big birds on the table here. Jess,
6 twitch.
Harry's turn.
3 twitch.
And now Harry with the second roost card. Looks like the pelican.
6 twitch.
All cards are now played. The roost is offered around the table, starting with Tom, left of the nest. None of the players want it this time, so into the burn pile it goes. Now they flip any down cards. There's 2 power birds out, so this could get quite birdy. There is more than 1 power bird flipped over. They must be activated in sequence, starting from the player left of nest. Jess activates her silver eye first and has pecked down Tom's hobby to a 4 fight and a 5 twitch. Harry then activates his kookaburra and steals the bulbuk back off Jess. Okay, let's take a look at the recap. No one wanted the roost cards this time, so they went into the burn pile. Jess then used her silver eye to peck down Tom's hobby to a 4 fight and a 5 twitch. Harry then used his kookaburra to steal the bulbuk. This resulted in Harry having the highest fight with 13. He also has a 14 on the twitch, which is equal with Jess, who also has 14 on the twitch. This means if the wedgie lands on twitch, we will have a twitch off. A twitch off means both players will play their highest twitch from their flock, or the cards they hold. Here's a hypothetical twitch off between Jess and Harry. Jess would win this one with her 9 twitch versus Harry's 7 twitch. Okay, so back to the real game. Spin the wedgie. It lands 6 fight. Harry has won with the fight of 13, but he also has feathering points that go towards his winning score. Feathering is a way of accumulating points using the 4 numbers on your cards. The 5th number you will use will be whatever the wedgie lands on. With these 5 numbers, you will be looking to create runs of at least 3, or 3 or more of the same number. Each number of a run is worth 1 point, so if you have a run of 3, you collect 3 points. If you have 2 runs of 3, you collect 6 points. If you have 1 run of all 5 numbers, it's a full birdhouse, it's 10 points. The same applies to 5 of a kind. So back to Harry, who just won with a fight of 13. He also has 2 runs of 5, 6, 7, 8. Use the other 7 to create a 5, 6, 7, 8 for a total of 8 feathers. So Harry bundles up his 8 feathers with his fight score of 13 for a total of 21 points along the game board. Feathering should be collected in a clockwise direction from whoever won the spin. This is because if you land on another player's counter, you bump them backward 1 sight. Okay, back to Tom, who is left of Harry. He now counts his feathers. He has the maximum. 4, 5, 6 for 3 points, 4, 5, 6 for 6 points, 4, 5, 6 for 9 points, and then 3 6s, 12 points along the game board. It's Jess's turn now, but because she has 3 cards, she cannot feather. That completes the second hand. The undealt cards and the nest card is passed to the left again, and Tom will redeal people's flocks back up to 7 cards. This restock takes place after 2 completed hands. Other rules worth mentioning. Tweet Tweet Chirp is the third and final way to score points during gameplay. If you put the same valued number down as the previous card, you will collect points. We're up on the fight in this example, so the first time it happens, the person exclaims tweet and collects 3 points. If the next player puts 3 fight down again, they sing out tweet tweet and collect 6 points. If the next player puts down another 3 fight, they will exclaim chirp and collect 9 points. Chirp is the max and it resets after this. You must win on the spin. When players reach the orange section of the game board, they are in what we call striking distance. This means they can potentially win the game on this hand. You cannot reach 80 or more points with feathering or tweet tweet chirp points. For example, a player is on 75 and gets a 6 feather. They are what we call hitting the window and do not collect these points. They must win on the spin. That's all, thanks for listening. Give yourself a few games to grasp the subtleties and the chaos of playing birds. Go on, get birdie.